In the midway of this our mortal life, I found me in a gloomy wood, astray, gone from the path direct, and e'en to tell it were no easy task, how savage wild that forest, which to remember only, my dismay renews, in bitterness not far from death. How first I entered it I scarce can say, such sleepy dullness in that instant weighed my senses down. But when a mountain's foot I reached, where closed the valley that had pierced my heart with dread, I looked aloft, and saw his shoulders broad, already vested with that planet's beam, who leads all wanderers safe through every way. Then was a little respite to the fear that in my heart's recesses deep had lain all of that night. So pitifully passed, my weary frame after short pause recomforted. Again I journeyed on over that lonely steep. Scarce the ascent began, when, lo, a panther, nimble, light, and covered with a speckled skin, appeared, nor, when it saw me, vanished, rather strove to check my onward going. That oft times with purpose to retrace my steps I turned. The hour was morning's prime, and on his way aloft the sun ascended with those stars that with him rose, so that with joyous hope all things conspired to fill me, the gay skin of that swift animal, the matin dawn, and the sweet season. Soon that joy was chased, and by new dread succeeded, when in view a lion came 'gainst me. As it appeared, with his head held aloft, and hunger mad, that e'en the air was fear-struck, a she-wolf was at his heels, who in her leanness seemed full of all wants, and many a land hath made disconsolate air now. She with such fear overwhelmed me, at the sight of her appalled, that of the height all hope I lost, impelled me where the sun in silence rests, while to the lowest space, with backward step I fell. My ken discerned the form one of one, whose voice seemed faint through long disuse of speech. When him in that great desert I espied, have mercy on me, cried I out aloud, Spirit, or living man, whate'er thou be. He answered, Now not man, man once I was, and born of Lombard parents, Mantuana, both by country. At Rome my life was passed beneath the mild Augustus, in the time of fabled deities and false. A bard was I, but thou say wherefore to such perils, past returns and thou, wherefore not this pleasant mount ascendest, cause and source of all delight, and art thou then that Virgil, that wellspring, from which such copious floods of eloquence have issued? I with front abashed replied, My master thou and guide, thou he from whom alone I have derived that style, which for its beauty into fame exalts me. See the beast from whom I fled. O save me from her, thou illustrious sage, for every vein and pulse throughout my frame she hath made tremble. He, soon as he saw that I was weeping, answered, Thou must needs another way pursue, if thou wouldst escape from out that savage wilderness. This beast, at whom thou criest her way, will suffer none to pass, and no less hindrance makes than death. So bad and so accursed in her kind, that never sated is her ravenous will, still after food more craving than before, until that greyhound come, who shall destroy her with sharp pain. He will not life support by earth, nor its base metals, but by love, wisdom, and virtue. I for thy profit pondering now devise, that thou mayst follow me, and I thy guide will lead thee hence through an eternal space, where thou shalt hear despairing shrieks, and see spirits of old tormented, who invoke a second death, and those next view, who dwell content in fire, for that they hope to come, whene'er the time may be, among the blessed, into whose regions if thou then desire to ascend, a spirit worthier than I must lead thee. For that Almighty King, who reigns above, a rebel to his law, that judges me, and therefore hath decreed that to his city none through me should come. Bard. By that God, whom thou didst not adore, I do beseech thee to lead me, where thou saidst, that I St. Peter's gate may view. Onward he moved, I close his steps, pursued. Thank you for watching Dante's Divine Comedy Canto 1, translated by Henry Francis Carey. Subscribe to see the rest of the series.